Hi, Laurel. I hope I'm saying your name right. So, thank you so much for your patience. I'm excited to go into your reading today. So, I do want to say, first of all, that you mentioned that you ordered the the August special, but it's coming through on Etsy that you did order the Twin Flame Basic Connection reading, which doesn't typically include questions. It's just the head space and the heart space and the future energy. I'm going to try my best to kind of fit both of those in, but I know you probably want to focus more on the questions rather than the headspace and heart space and all of those things, which is probably why you wanted the special. So I'm going to go ahead and address your questions. Let's just go ahead and do a quick energy check, though, on where he's at and then on where you're at, and then we'll address your questions, okay? So hopefully that made sense, because the August special was just supposed to be questions and not the energy check. So I'll be happy to help you however I can. So we'll just see what we can come through here. Okay, so let's just go ahead and call in spirit for your connection with Dakota. So Laurel and Dakota. So I understand you've been in no communication, but you said you just heard from him, and he wants to meet up or something. So you're confused about where he stands. So let's go ahead and address this. All right, let's start with Dakota's headspace. I'll try to make these a little quicker so we can get to your questions, but some of what comes through could potentially address your questions too. Okay, so Dakota and Laurel. Okay, so what do we have currently going on in Dakota's headspace? What is he currently thinking? What's going through his mind? What's currently going on in his headspace? Dakota's headspace. We have the devil. Okay, so that does make sense from what you did say. You're a little confused about where he is, and also that I think you mentioned something about where you two met. It was very magnetic. So he is representing the devil energy here. So I do see in his headspace there could be some, I can't say just yet. We haven't gone into the depths of it, but I do see there's something here that is either codependent or addictions or just temptations, or he's just very afraid of, because in this deck here, in this card, he's pushing away the light. So it's almost like he is tempted or swayed by other things at the moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and just pull a couple of clarifiers for this. So where is Dakota's headspace? Where's Dakota's headspace? We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Sun. Okay, so I know you said you're a Capricorn, but this could represent you. What I'm seeing here is that we do have some good energy with the Sun, though, in his headspace. I feel like if this does... I'm sure he's not in a third-party situation, so it doesn't matter, of course, which court card comes through, but having the Queen of Cups could represent you. I do see he's holding on to something here, or he's holding back on giving something. It could be that he needs more of this energy in his life in terms of nurturing energy, of loving energy. This could be coming from you. So I do see he wants some form of a nurturing, this is very intuitive, very spiritual woman, and this is sort of his enlightenment. So this is a really good card coming from the devil energy. So I do see he wants to get out of this energy, and it could involve somebody, which could very well be you, if you do have water in your chart, or if you're just a very nurturing, intuitive type of a person. I mean, you are on this journey, so that could represent you there. But with the Four of Pentacles, once again, it could be he's holding on to something or holding back. Let's go ahead and clarify this. So we'll figure out how is he feeling towards you emotionally, and then we'll go into your questions. So let's make sure this is you here. I mean, I'm sure it is, but let's just go ahead and see how is he feeling towards you emotionally. So how does Dakota feel towards Laurel emotionally right now? Where are his emotions at? Where's his emotions at? So we're getting some heavy energy here. This is the thing. One thing I want to say is if there was another person in his life before, he could be dealing with a temptation of that person. Okay, so that's only relevant if you know about that, because the reason I say that is because we do have the Four of Pentacles, so it could be holding on to something that he was currently or previously in. So how he feels for you emotionally is very pivotal right now. We have the Tower and then we have the High Priestess. So this is really about rebuilding something that has crumbled down. So it could be that in the separation that the two of you had, things did crumble down, and now he's trying to listen more to his intuition, or it could be secrets. I'm still getting there's a secretive vibe here for some reason, just because we have the Devil here too. Let me go ahead and clarify this. Let me go ahead and clarify the Tower and the High Priestess. So how does Dakota feel emotionally towards Laurel? How does Dakota feel? So we have the Knight of Cups. So I do see, of course, he does have feelings for you. There's something here with emotion. So he could be emotional, you could be emotional. The two of you could have an emotional connection. Like you did say, it was intense. And I am seeing that intensity here because with the Knight of Cups, it does indicate he does feel like coming towards you emotionally. But the Knights are very in and out. They're not completely stable. So I'm still seeing that he could have this tendency to be all in and then go back out, because there's something here that he's dealing with in terms of the Devil. I'm not sure what that is, but it is definitely something there where he could also just be emotionally, I don't want to say he's unstable emotionally, but he could be dealing with different emotions coming in and out of his life sort of, and he doesn't know how to handle that. So let me get one more to clarify how he feels for Laurel. So how does Dakota feel? We have the Six of Swords. So he does want to go somewhere calmer with you. I don't see Six of Swords as moving on. I see this as kind of retreating a little bit to move on somewhere else, because with the Six of Swords, we're moving from more turbulent things, which we obviously have lots of energy here, into something that's more peaceful. So with the Temptation and the Tower and all these cards here, I still see that it's like he wants to come forward to you, but there's still something that either he hasn't addressed in his life, or it's a little secretive thing, or he's just not stable in his emotions, but he does want to get to somewhere that's more stable with you. In the case that you're long distance, that could be it too, but doesn't have to be that. Okay, I am seeing a lot of intensity in this reading though. So with that, since again you ordered the Twin Flame Connection, I don't want to take you away from that. So let's go ahead and just look into your questions here and see if some of them have not been answered. We can go ahead and address them. So you asked, how can you overcome your challenges? Okay, how can you overcome your challenges? I'm going to go ahead and pull just a couple cards for this. Let me go ahead and take some oracle cards. So what do you currently need to know here about how to overcome the challenges between the two of you? I mean, a lot of it probably is still with him, but let's see. What does Spirit want you to know on how you can get past this and overcome your challenges? Well, we have the Knight of Swords. So this is anxiety. This is restless energy. This is someone who is focusing more on the lack or on negativity, or just feeling actually very alone and very suffering by yourself. So this could be him, or it could be you. It could be both of you, or it could just define your relationship at the moment, as there is a lot of anxiety circulating here, potentially because of that intensity between the two of you, and because of if there's secrets, if there's things. The Death card just wanted to fly out. So we have the Death too. We have potentially wanting or needing to transform this energy, transmute this Nine of Swords energy. So let's go ahead and get a couple more oracle cards here. So what does Spirit advise for your connection? How can you overcome these challenges between the two of you? We have conscious words. Okay, so I don't know if there's some words between the two of you that are harsh. That could be one thing. If not, this could be you just need to really communicate better. There has to be a level of taking the communication to the next level, because we have someone or both of you who are just not getting what you want, or just feeling alone in this, or feeling anxious. So there's there's a lot of anxious anxiety around here. So this could be cleared somehow by the way you talk to one another, the words that you use, being conscious of exactly what you say before you say it, maybe speaking your feelings, maybe speaking your heart. Okay, so take this how you feel that it could be. Let's go ahead and get a couple more. Just want to get a couple of clarifiers here. So what does Spirit have to say in regards to you guys overcoming your challenges? But with the 9, I do want to say I'm seeing this as a solitary thing. Like I said, it could just take a whole transformation of the self to be able to get to this point, because 9s are about yourself. 9s are about solitude. This could be a solitary thing for both of you to have to do this. So what does Spirit say about how to overcome the challenges between Laurel and Dakota? Seek the truth and surrender to the flow. Seek the lesson. So it is about the lesson, and I know that's what no one wants to hear, but it is part of the lesson that you're going through. It's part of this transformation. And we have something about surrendering and also about transmuting this energy and changing. So I would just advise right now, just surrender. And I know when you asked these questions before, you were not in contact, and now you are in contact. So make sure you learn the lessons from potentially the past and how to change this energy. And also, it's so important to surrender. This is a number 44 card here. So if 4s mean something to you, surrender. I mean, that's really the best thing you can do at the moment, is just make sure you just go with the lessons and learn from the lessons and move forward from that place. What do they need to do here for healing? Stand your ground. Yep. So this is about standing your ground. So in the case that in whatever way this is, if he's the one who's not giving you what you want, if both of you are kind of in this place, make sure you do stand your ground and don't sway from the lesson that you're currently in right now. So don't let anyone, of course, step on you. Don't let something with words here or something that just has to change. So make sure you do keep that in mind, that this could be causing anxiety here for both of you. Let's get one more. So what does Laurel and Dakota, what do they need to know here to come back into reunion, or to just get to a more balanced place? What do they need to know? Whoops. Positive-minded people. Okay, so there could be this. I still sense, and as I was just going to say, I still sense some negativity, and we have negativity at the bottom. So I don't know if this is coming from him or if it's coming from, once again, you take these how you feel they are. But with positive-minded people, this is really making sure you do surround yourself with the right people. Stand your ground to any outside sources or influences. With the 9 of Swords, this is causing a lot of anxiety. With conscious words, could be communication-wise. Listen to your body and kindness, okay? So listen to what feels right to you. Listen to what doesn't. Listen to your intuition here on what you really do need to change. And also approach things with kindness. So your relationship is calling for something to really put more kindness and more soft approach to things. Okay. And I just remembered something. I know you said you were a Capricorn, and we did have the Devil at the beginning of the reading. And for some reason that just popped in my mind, so that must be a reason why that just popped in my mind. So I feel like that could have been you. It could be that the more I kind of look back on it, he could be tempted by your connection somehow, but somehow unstable to go towards your connection. So it's definitely, the feelings are there, but he could view it somehow as a I don't want to say a trap, but as something that could cause him to fall victim to his past behaviors or whatever it is surrounding this. And unfortunately, that could just be his warped perception of the two of you. So I do think that was connected to you. He could feel you to be very intuitive and very spiritual person, but it could scare him in a way. So your final question was asking if you two will be able to reach the this balanced place. So what I'm going to do for this is I'm going to just pull some near future energies. I don't like to pull too far in advance because energies can always change. I do see he is coming towards you emotionally, but it just may not be stable like you mentioned. But let's go ahead and just see what this will bring. Oops, I don't know why your cards are flying everywhere here. Okay, so what is the near future energy between Dakota and Laurel? So where are they going? Is this going to go to a more balanced place? Or are they going to still be in the same energy? What should we be expecting if things stay the way they are now? Between Dakota and Laurel, where are they going? So we have the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I'm going to be honest. This is someone who's walking away from a situation. This is either you or him or someone who's walking away from the situation. Yeah, okay, so someone's going to be left out in the cold. So please be aware of this and be mindful of this. If this is you wanting to do this to him, then go ahead and stand your ground like the cards we had earlier. But if this could be potentially him doing this, please have your guard up and be aware that he may be coming through, but it may not be stable. We have the King of Cups, so we have lots of emotions here. So let's go ahead and just pull one last one here. So will this be you? Will this be him? What's going on here between Dakota and Laurel? We have the Fool. So this is new beginnings, but in relation to this here, I still see that someone's moving on to have a new beginning, which could always be, a start for a good thing. So I don't want to say that it's never going to be a good thing, but I am seeing in the near future here, you're going to have to deal with some of this energy. So keep your guard up. If he is coming back, make sure you just protect yourself. I mean, you could feel like walking away. You could be the one to walk away. You could feel like this is too much for you to handle and you walk away. But what I'm seeing as your connection overall, there will be maybe a period where both of you decide to truly walk away this time. And then there's going to be something that's going to happen here with a new beginning. Okay? I'll pull one more here, but I don't like to do that because this can always change. It really can. But let me just see what the Fool's going to bring. So what type of a new connection is the Fool going to bring? Is this going to be... So we have the Three of Cups. See, I still see that there's going to be some lightheartedness. It may not be a full-on commitment. That's what I see. We have the Hermit at the bottom, so it could be still at a non-committal commitment type of a phase. But this can always change. It really can. It's just that what I'm seeing circulating your energy right now. Okay, so maybe just stay true to what you want. Stand your ground. Let him sort out his stuff because there's definitely... both of you are in this place of causing each other anxiety, or he's causing you anxiety, and you just really need to heal that. So do some healing work. Really try to get in your best flow, and then that's what I see. There's a potential for a new beginning, but it just may be fun at first. It may be, So I really hope this helps you. I hope it gives you some form of a clarity. I'm not telling you to, of course, not go after your heart and go after what you feel is true. I know you said he's coming towards you, which is great, and you can just change this now to be where you want it to be. So just approach it the way you feel is best, and also just protect yourself. Okay, so I will talk to you later, and thank you so much. And, okay, many blessings.